In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a Hunter Strand build that I think is going to slowly start to take over the Crucible, and that is the combination of running Strand Hunter with 6 Coyote and the large amounts of Threadlings that you could now spawn. As you guys have known, in a past patch a couple weeks back, Threadlings actually got a massive damage increase inside of Crucible. Not too sure if that was intentional because they did say combatants in the patch notes, but turns out that the buff actually applies to PvP as well. So what we're going to be running with this build is going to be a combination of 3 different things. The first thing that we're going to be running is obviously the 6 Coyote Hunter chest piece. This is going to allow us to get a second dodge that we're going to tie in really nicely with the rest of the build. Looking at the rest of the build and the 2 main components you'll want to run for this, which are the aspects. The first aspect we're going to be running is Threaded Spectre, which reads, activating your class ability leaves behind a decoy woven from Strand matter that draws attention of nearby combatants. This is obviously the Strand decoy that is becoming really popular in Crucible ever since it came out. And why this ties together really nicely is because if the decoy gets destroyed, it's going to spawn Threadlings. And then in combo with that, we are going to be using the Widow's Silk Strand aspect as well, which gives us an additional grenade charge. Now, why this is really important as well is because we're going to be using Threadling grenades. So that gives us 2 ways to spawn Threadlings and also 2 charges of Threadling spawns as well. Tying it into the rest of my build just to show you guys what I'll be running, we're going to be running Marksman Dodge just so we can get our dodges back as fast as possible because of that increased cooldown for the reload dodge. And then for our fragments, we're going to be running Thread of Ascent. So every time I throw my Threadling, I'm going to get increased airborne effectiveness as well as handling on my guns. And this also gives a +10 in mobility, which is really nice. I think this is kind of a must-run fragment. Then we're going to be using Thread of Evolution, which again is another must-run fragment, I would say. Threadlings travel farther and deal additional damage. The entire build revolves around Threadlings, so it's just a no-brainer to run this fragment. I also get a +10 intellect bonus here, which is nice. Then we're going to be running Thread of Finality. I'm just using this because of the +10 to recovery. We're going to be running this in Crucible, obviously, so the more recovery, the better. And then Thread of Generation, dealing damage generates grenade energy, again tying into getting more Threadling grenades so we could throw more of them. In terms of my stat distribution, all I would recommend running is just the most amount of mobility and discipline that you can in that order. So I would recommend prioritizing mobility, then discipline, and then recovery after that. If you're going to be running this in trials, would definitely recommend having your intellect at least 5 or 6 if you can, if you have the armor capable for it. Otherwise, if you have anything less than 5 or 6, you're really just never going to get your super even in a 4-4 game. So let's go take it into a private match and we could show the gameplay loop and what you guys want to run for this build. So to quickly show you, I'm in Mayhem right now. A couple of moves that you guys can do with this build to really just absolutely nuke somebody. Something that you could do with the double dodge up is double dodge, and then throw your melee. And then that'll break both of your clones. And then you could even follow it up with another Threadling grenade. Or even another one if you want, just for lulz. So yeah, you could just absolutely just destroy somebody with some of these Threadlings. Another thing that you could do is use your melee to destroy a clone. So that'll one-hit it because the melee is virtually useless on Strand anyway. So if you ever are in a tight little spot and you need to destroy that clone really quickly, say somebody's around this corner, throw your melee at it, and that'll instantly blow it up. But let's go take it into a Rumble game and see how it is. It looks like we joined a game in progress, which is absolutely lovely. The overall goal of this build is to just make people uncomfortable, basically, and get them running around and just in a spot where you can easily just primary them. So a big thing with this is just positioning, definitely. So if you throw like a Threadling grenade and they start jumping in the air, I mean, that's just free pickings with your primary, right? So. So yoink that kill. Whiff some shots. Oh, man, auto's hurt now with this update. We have a guy spawning over here. See if we can pick him off. Threadlings go, thank you. And I'm on console, so being able to pull people's aim assist with this thing, the decoy that is very nice. Alright, we'll take that trade. Damn, a lot of auto rifles in this lobby. But we came back, we joined late, we take those. And I have double bomber on my cloak as well, which is nice, so if I need to get my nade back in a little bit of a tight spot. Obviously using the things for radar too, radar fakes. is definitely a plus. Guy's hiding in spawn. Maybe the Threadlings will clean him up. Yep. So yeah, you see how much damage they do now. 45? That's like a 30% health. That is a lot of damage now. Plus you have the fragment that helps that as well.
You have my respect, Hunter.
If he runs in, and he did, like a dumbass. And something that you could do with the 120 as well to tie really nicely is the fact that you can... Oh, maybe... Oh, I almost killed him with that, and I didn't even get to shoot him. You can use your melee as kind of like a cleanup, so you can go for like a 2-tap with Igneous, and then just chuck your melee at the last second, and it'll basically kill them. If you don't want to get that last shot in. So it kind of makes your hand cannon kill a little faster. Let me see if I can do it on any of these guys. Well, if he re-peeked, I could have been able to do it there. Yeah, we took the lead. We take those. Did they trade? Oh my god, the map. The map! Yeah, this is a fun build. This is definitely a fun build. Let's see if we could drag this guy over here and maybe use a decoy on him. He is not challenging. Oh, that is a linear. He actually tried to map me from there. Jesus. Where's this guy coming from? This way. Here we go. We got a guy coming from outside, looks like. Very, very nice. The reason why I want to use my dodge after I use my shotty like that is just in case the thing doesn't one hit, the decoy will for sure clean up. And that's also why this is so good, is even if they don't do a lot of damage, like, I'm getting this guy out of position and he starts to panic. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just perfect for that situation. See if the Threadling can go clean that guy up. Oh, he went after the wrong guy and my kill got yoinked. But definitely tying together artifact mod, or not artifact mods, but mods on your cloak for your grenade recharge, so like bomber and stuff like that helps. When you combo all that good stuff. He actually played that very smart. There you go, I played that smarter. No, of course he has a shotgun. But definitely opening up the fight with a grenade plus a dodge that you could do. These are all super cool. Oh, this guy's just gonna die. I don't even have to fire a bullet at him. I have him running. Oh, he's panicking. Oh, come on, bro. What? I was robbed. Come on, Threadlings, do something. And they just run. He's panicking about some bugs, man. That is not what I wanted that to do. They tracked for ages, man. I threw that on the other side of the map. Whoa. Thank you, thank you. Easy 3-tap. Alright, let's pop this. See if we can go find anyone. Easy claps. And there's the classic super not doing anything. Love that. Alright, there we go. Get me out. Please get me out. Okay, chill out. Alright, I mean, that was an easy game. We take those. I think that this build is one of those builds that's very similar to Behemoth, to where the more you have, the more deadly this thing gets by like exponential values. So if you have one person on your team running this in a trials match, it's going to be annoying, but it's not going to be game breaking annoying. If you got two, you're going to enter that territory of, okay, this is really annoying. I can't even get in a gunfight. And if you have three, I mean, you don't even have to shoot bullets at the other team. If you got three of these things, you could let your Threadlings do all the work, because you have 6 different grenades, you have 6 charges of your dodge, and it is just all out war, especially if you're on a smaller map. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think of this build down in the comments below.